How you doing, guys? Dan here. I've been going through a bit of a process these last few days and I wanted to talk about it. I felt like I uncovered a deeper aspect of myself that I hadn't been in contact with before, at least not without the use of substances. And it reminded me the truth that we're just consciousness. So if we get real as to why it is we're doing the things that we do in life, this includes all of the habits and addictions, our impulses, all of the social media and mobile phone usage, drugs, alcohol, pornography, bad food. Why is it we do any of that? Quite simply, because we want to feel good. So we're looking for things to try and make us feel good. Notice how the looking for things to feel good, the seeking, the searching for something, is happening outside of ourselves. But the feel good that we're after can only ever happen inside. Can you see how that's a bit crazy? Literally almost everyone on the planet right now, including the people involved in self-development, including me for many, many years, searching for the next video that was going to finally complete me, yet never been able to find that inner completion. I hadn't thought that the completion comes within, not from distracting myself from without. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Why are you doing anything you're doing? It's to feel good. Yet the things that you're doing, at least the things that spike your dopamine, the things that you do out of compulsion because you kind of have to, you feel you've got to, there's that urge, right? Which could have been why you hit play on this video. For some reason, you thought that maybe the information I have for you was the thing that was going to finally make you complete and whole. But the truth is, there's nothing I can say that's going to make you feel complete and whole. The only thing that can make you feel complete and whole is you going inward and sitting with where whole and completion exists within you. So this video could shift things for you, but you have to apply it to your life and probably practice it for a little while before you can uncover it. I'd say probably it depends on where you're at in your journey. But everything you're searching for is within. You can't feel anything outside of you. You can't feel your phone, you can't feel the drugs, you can only feel the feelings that you feel when you're doing those things. And sure, you can get good feelings doing drugs, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't last. It usually ends up with you feeling worse, and it develops a habit and addiction that means you then it becomes an addiction. You're doing it because you have to, and that actually puts you in a state of stress, sends you into the survival emotions. We're being fucked over on a gigantic scale. We're being made to be addicted. It's our addiction to things that keeps us in a lower state of consciousness, keeps us away from our unity-based emotions that would actually bring peace on earth. But that's not how things are supposed to happen. We're supposed to be kept down in our lower state of consciousness where we live in survival. I can't remember if I've shown you the sunset. No, it's not. There you go. Beautiful. Now I've forgotten what I was talking about. We're being made to live in survival. And in survival, we're kind of in our animal nature. We're not able to see life through the eyes of a spiritual being, yet we are spiritual beings. We came down here to have a human experience, and there's certain forces on earth that are preventing us from realizing the truth about who we are. And the truth about who we are feels good. The truth of who we are feels better than any video, any porn video. It feels better than anything that you do outside of yourself. But you got to go in to experience it. But most of us aren't doing that. I wasn't doing that. I've really only just started doing it, and I'm already feeling good. There's like this space. There's space within us. Isn't that crazy? It's like the clouds and the sun analogy. We're the sun, and we identify with the clouds, like we think with the clouds. The clouds are like the thoughts. Sometimes the clouds are fluffy and nice, but sometimes they're dark, right? We identify with the clouds, and we know we do that because we don't feel good when we think negative thoughts. And the clouds represent our emotions as well. Yet, no matter how cloudy the sky might be, the sun still shines, right? So the sun is always shining despite the clouds, despite the horrible weather. And that, the sun represents our true nature. That's who we are, is love. we're not really supposed to know that. Isn't that crazy? We live in this weird computer game reality where we're actually, our true nature is love. Yet we're being kept from that. What is this crazy reality? Fucking hell. So if you want to start feeling good, guys, you got to go within. So I'm probably not the first person to tell you this. So why haven't you done it yet? Assuming you haven't. I mean, some of you might have done, but I'm talking to the ones of you that haven't. Well, the reason you probably haven't, the reason why I hadn't for such a long time, was because I couldn't sit with myself. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I could, but I told myself I couldn't, and I didn't want to enough. And I didn't want to enough because when you sit down in meditation and go in, everything that you're running from, it's going to come up. It's going to come up. It's going to come up to the surface. The racing thoughts, horrible emotions, everything that is uncomfortable is going to rise up in you. And you've got two choices there, is to sit with it, and sit with it, and sit with it, and sit with it, until it's not there. And when it starts to go, you then start to tap into the presence that was always there, the sun that was always there behind the clouds. And then you can start feeling good. And in that, you can start bringing that sense of peace, or however you feel, the presence essentially, you bring that out into life. Your nervous system naturally starts to regulate. You start to connect better with other people because you're more regulated, and stress really is what pushes connection away. So we start to invite connection in more. And deep connection is just a sign of a healthy person. If you don't have deep connections, sadly it's a sign that you're pushing them away because it doesn't feel safe to connect deeply. So there's a lot riding on going in. It's essentially just meditating. And all you've got to do, I say all, I mean, it is simple. It's not always easy. You've just got to sit with your awareness. That's it. You think these Indian sages talked about this, and really that's all we got to do, but most of us are looking for it outside of ourselves. That sunset's getting better. It's beautiful. So, yeah, just, I know it's hard. You might watch this video and be like, nah, I'm going to keep searching in the videos. I'll find it. Maybe you will. I don't know how it's possible to find it from information. It's, if you found it in a video, it's because that video allowed you to go in enough to experience what's already there. But everything's already within you. That's why they say you are what you seek. Everything that you want can only exist within you, because when you get the thing you want, it's just an inner feeling. So come within and experience the feeling now, or at least experience what's in the way of that, experience the clouds, surrender to the clouds, let the clouds come up and go, and then experience your true nature that sits behind your thoughts and sits behind your emotions, because you're not them. You can't be. It's just we are awareness, and when you see it, you realise it. And until you do, it's either a thing that you've heard about and you want to experience, or it's just some bullshit thing someone's talking about, some crazy guy off the internet, and you wouldn't have been watching it this far if you thought that. Or maybe you do. Welcome if that's you. But yeah, from this place there are no problems. From this place everything is okay. You can't be hurt. Life can't hurt us. Only we can. And sure, it's easy to like say all that shit. If someone came now and put a gun to my head, I wouldn't be feeling good. I feel shit. So I'm not enlightened. But it definitely reduces the attachments. This is what meditation does. Sit with your awareness. Be aware of awareness for as much of the day as you can. It's really powerful work, guys. If you want to work one-on-one on this, reach out. I'll offer a discount session to guide you into this, see if it works for you before you decide on taking a long-term coaching package. But yeah, it's good stuff.